I've noticed something lately. A lot of women are learning the hard way that independence, attention, and freedom don't always lead to the life they thought they wanted. And some of these stories reveal just how complicated that reality can become.
Child support court update. So I had court again today because a new judge was assigned to the case. If you don't know, I get $3,700 of child support every month, and I use it on myself. I don't use it on my kids. The old judge that was assigned to our case was okay with me spending, the child support on myself because he clearly said it was just reimbursement for what I have been spending on my children. But the judge today was not having none of that shit, and she completely took me off of child support, meaning I'm now getting $0 for my 7 kids. I guess it's true when they say don't post everything on social media. I'm honestly in disbelief. I don't even know what to say anymore.
This is honestly shocking. If you're receiving $3,700 specifically for your children, using it on yourself is incredibly irresponsible. That money is supposed to support the kids, not fund your personal lifestyle. And then acting surprised because a judge finally noticed? Social media basically documented the whole situation. As a mother, your first responsibility should be making sure your children are provided for, not treating child support like personal spending money.
Speak to the women who walk around with their chest puffed out shouting how they don't need a man.
They ain't masculine, and that's why they don't have no good man. And because they think they want a masculine man, but what they really need is a feminine man, and they really need to get rid of all that ego and come back to earth and realize that, show me one beautiful, striking person, and I'll show you another one who's sick and tired of them. As the saying goes, come back to earth. Some people just really be out here living in Delulu land. Like, you really aren't as dope as you think you are. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I really feel like the biggest lie that women tell themselves is that they have all of these options, but they don't. Social media is like really destroying women for real.
There's some truth here, but I think the bigger issue is humility. Constantly insisting that you don't need men while simultaneously expecting a high-quality husband can create a contradiction. A woman doesn't have to become masculine to be confident, but she should be honest about what she wants and what she brings to the table. Social media can absolutely inflate people's perception of their options, and eventually reality has a way of correcting that.
I am 30 years old and I have never had a boyfriend. Let me tell you guys one thing. It is that being single is not scary. I made this video recently to this trending sound. It was like, cheers to Emily, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I made the caption like, this is what it feels like to be 30 years old and never having had a boyfriend. Well, yes, it does feel like that a lot of the times. You watch your friends and people get into relationships, get out of relationships, find new relationships. Meanwhile, you're mostly just like the third wheel or in failed situationship after situationship. Of course, yes, that can make you feel lonely or it can be upsetting. Like, I get that, trust me. Even like a kick to the ego sometimes because you're like, why is this not happening for me? I've seen so many comments on that post like, oh my gosh, like I'm terrified that this is gonna be me. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. I feel like in society, we look at like being in a relationship as like you won at life. Really think about it. Is it though? Of course, yes, it's nice to find, your partner and like fall in love and all of that, especially in this economy. Financially, yeah. I still love my life. I have a great family. I have great friends. I've moved to where I've wanted to move. I lived in Florida for 3 years. Now I currently live in Nashville. I have a job. An okay job. Would I like it to pay me more? Of course. I'm able to spend money on myself and things I want to do. And yes, like I said, it can get lonely, but there's like a special type of like freedom that comes with being single. I think if you are single or, are worried that you're going to be single forever, like enjoy this time because I do think that we'll all eventually find our person. Like I definitely am still optimistic about that. Take this time when you're single to like really learn about yourself. I truly believe if I ever was in a relationship like in my early 20s, I would not be the person that I am today. Growing up, I've always been kind of like a very big pushover. I honestly like don't think a relationship would have been healthy for me like at that time. Much more confident in myself now and like able to like stand my ground. Also just like knowing that I'm okay being alone is such like, it's really a nice feeling to have because I know that I don't need anybody else but myself. I don't know. I feel like our generation and stuff just worries so much about finding someone to spend their life with. Like if you don't have that, then like you haven't fully succeeded in life. Yeah, I just want the takeaway of this video to be that like Being single is not scary. Do not be scared of being single. I just like ranted for 3 minutes. But anyways, as always, I love you guys. Bye.
I actually understand some of what she's saying, but I think she's being a little too comfortable with loneliness. Being independent is valuable, but marriage and family shouldn't be treated like some optional bonus prize. If you genuinely want a husband and children, don't convince yourself that being alone forever is equally fulfilling just to protect your ego. Learn yourself, absolutely, but also remain open to commitment and recognize that building a family requires sacrifice.
The term boyfriend is a scam, okay? It's what men came up with so that they can give you an illusion of security and exclusivity with nothing in return. You're not getting anything out of it. If you were to live with that man and go to court after breakup, your relationship is not real, okay? You cannot give access to that man because he wants access to you. Don't live with a man outside of marriage. Why are you giving him that access? He's not working for it. This is why men get really lazy and don't want to marry you, because you gave him everything. You're playing house. You want to play house? You want to play Barbie and Ken? Go ahead and play Barbie and Ken. But don't be serious about your life. Don't ask, why is he not asking me to get married and all of that. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I have had men want to be called my boyfriend. I'll call them my boyfriend. You want me to give you a title? You wanna feel like you can claim me? All right, you're my boyfriend. It doesn't mean anything to me. I'm gonna go see other men. Unless there's a ring on my finger, I'm single. I'm single. I'm single. I will make it known that you're my boyfriend, but like, it doesn't mean anything to me because you're not giving me anything. You're not giving me anything. There's no prenup. There are no terms. There is nothing. There's nothing. You and I owe each other nothing. I owe you nothing. You are serious about me. You want to get married to me. We will be boyfriend and girlfriend, single until you go and talk to my family, ask for their hand in marriage. Okay? My hand in marriage, whatever. And then you come to me and we talk about a prenup where both families are involved. Now everybody's involved. Okay? We get engaged. God's involved. Okay? The church is involved. The mosque is involved. The government's involved. Everybody's involved. Okay? Now you have accountability to me. Now I have accountability to you. Okay? Now you gotta pay for the wedding. Now you gotta give me a deposit. Okay? For my security to get married to you. I have a lot more to lose than you. Okay? I'm a creator of life. And then we will be exclusive up to the wedding. And then we're married. Ladies, don't get scammed. You're getting scammed. Stop getting scammed.
I actually agree with her on one major point. Women should stop giving a man all the benefits of marriage without commitment. Living together, sharing everything, and acting married while having no real commitment can leave a woman vulnerable. But I'd also say marriage shouldn't become a transaction where a man has to pay to access you. The real goal should be mutual commitment, accountability, faith, and building something permanent, not keeping score over who owes whom.
Y'all gotta see this video.
Hey, we need to go outside and talk.
Okay, why
Come
you
on.
sounding like that?
Come on. I want to embarrass you at work.
What is going on?
How dare you put that on Instagram?
The audacity to comment under a post and agree with cheating on your husband for $100,000? I care about you in this relationship.
How you care about me and you coming up to my job and I can lose my job because you up here with this stupid foolishness.
Stupid foolishness now.
Yes, it is.
So you would cheat on your husband for $100,000. Make it make sense.
Would you do it?
Heck no, because I love you and only
Boy,
you.
it don't matter. It's not that big of a deal. You should not be coming to my job.
It's not no big deal.
Because of this. This is
Y'all see her?
ridiculous, William.
This some bull crap right
Do y'all
here.
see him? Do y'all see him? This is ridiculous. You need to man up. You ain't got no money. You don't have no job. You don't have $100,000. So what does that mean?
Oh, God.
This time that you spending up here, you should be somewhere trying to find a job and be a man. You about to get married, supposedly. My job, I could lose my job. My boss could hear us about a post Comment?
Well,
Are
you should never like the post. You should never commented under the
You
post.
shouldn't have the time to even see the comment.
How do y'all feel about this? And is she doing too much?
Honestly, I understand why she's angry. Showing up at someone's workplace and creating a scene can absolutely jeopardize their job, and that is incredibly disrespectful. If you love someone, you should protect their reputation and livelihood, not put them at risk over social media drama. And if you're supposedly preparing for marriage, acting impulsively like this is even more concerning. A serious relationship requires maturity, self-control, and knowing when to handle something privately.
Something I didn't really anticipate in my life being single is that the more successful you get, the more single kind of hurts. You would think it would be the opposite. I don't know if I want to admit this on camera, but maybe somebody else is feeling like this and maybe they need to hear it. Okay. I am a very independent person. I pride myself on I can do anything alone. You've seen me talk about it on here. But I'm at a point in my life right now where I am arguably the most successful I've ever been personally. I own my own home. I'm in my dream show in Las Vegas, about to start a top secret new project that is the first of its kind. Been doing commercials left and right. My social media is starting to kind of take off. I'm more financially secure than I've been in many years, all doing things that I built myself. But at the end of the day, I come home to my house that I bought myself. And I have nobody to talk to about any of this. I have tons of friends and lots of you in my DMs, but at the end of the day, I am still home by myself. And at the end of the day, I think the thing about being single that people in a relationship don't quite understand or forget is that you have a built-in person. You have a built-in friend all the time. I get invited to all these events and I'm always like, who am I going to bring? And then none of my friends can go because our schedules are not the same. And I'm always just like, well, am I going to go if I have to go by myself? And I usually end up going alone because being alone is never going to stop me. But I'm just getting tired. And ironically, the more successful I get, the worse this feels, not the better it feels. You would think it would be the opposite. You would think, oh, when you're successful and everything else is going right in your life, then that's going to suck less. You want to share those things with people. I want to go out and do stuff. I'm just kind of tired. Being independent is great. But sharing your life with somebody, the little things with people, not just the big going out for margaritas with the girlfriends or family functions. I want the little things all the time. Anyway, if you feel like me, you're not alone. I guess that's the point of the video. If you're a solid bad bee, keep rocking and don't settle. I don't want these things bad enough to settle. So I'm just waiting for somebody to meet me where I'm at, I guess.
This one actually says more than she probably realizes. Success, money, and independence can make life comfortable, but they can't replace companionship. She clearly doesn't want someone to rescue her financially. She wants someone to share ordinary life with. That's completely understandable. But I'd question the I won't settle mindset if it becomes an excuse to reject everyone imperfect. Marriage requires standards, yes, but also humility, compromise, and accepting that no person will ever arrive perfectly packaged.